up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I'm working on 2 homes on 1 lot in the world of Windenburg, in the world of Willow Creek, that's what it is. This is not Windenburg, this is Willow Creek, the base game world. And I'm building on a slightly bigger lot. I'm not exactly sure what the size of this one is. Is this a 30 by 20 or is it bigger? I think it's just a regular 30 by 20, and that's what I'm working on today. And I'm building 2 smaller homes on 1 lot, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. This is not pack restricted or anything. I was thinking of making it just base game and like a couple other packs, but I was having so much fun with all of it that I kind of let go of those restrictions pretty fast, and it's definitely not a pack restricted build. However, that being said, I did build this over on Twitch for the most part, and after I was finished with the exterior, which includes like the landscaping and just the exterior of the houses, I uploaded it to the gallery as little shells for you to decorate, and I think that those shells are almost just base game. I think I used a couple of plants and things maybe from different packs. But yeah, the undecorated version of this build is also on the gallery, and that one is very much pack restricted because the houses are not decorated. So if that is something that you're interested in, then that is something that you could look for on my gallery. And then of course, I also have the fully furnished version of this lot up on the gallery as well. But yeah, here you can see these are 2 small homes. The first one that I did is slightly bigger than the second one. You can kind of see that I was as I was working on the first one, I was getting a little bit carried away with adding little bump outs and boxes to the shape of the house that it actually turned out to be pretty spacious. And then the second one is definitely a little bit smaller, which was actually a lot of fun and actually turned out to be a good thing. So the first house, which is also the first one we'll be decorating, has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the second one has 2 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms, I think. I think I actually managed to give that one 2 full bathrooms as well, though they're small, but you know, it's functional, so that is nice. And then they have a pretty spacious, like, shared area as well, so they both have their own little back porches, but then there's also a nice shared backyard space for the neighbors to just hang out together and spend some time together and share together. So that is basically what I'm working on, and I furnished these houses, or I actually built these houses with a new legacy challenge or gameplay challenge in mind. So that is something that I want to get started here on my channel pretty soon. I am planning on having the first episode of the new legacy challenge up next week, so that is something that I'm planning to do. Fingers crossed it's actually going to work out that way, but I think it will, so that's actually very exciting, especially now that these houses are finished. And the legacy challenge that I will be playing is called the PAX Legacy Challenge, and it was actually pretty recently written by Rosanna TXT. Rosanna is a fellow simmer here. She's very active in the community. She posts on YouTube. She also streams on Twitch. She is a fellow Dutchie. I'm also Dutch, if you didn't know that. So yeah, she actually wrote a PAX Legacy Challenge, and it's really cool because it is a legacy challenge that actually takes you, mostly gameplay wise, through all of the different packs, which is something that I'm very interested in because I am one of those simmers where I'll get a new pack and I touch the gameplay a couple times and then I'm just like back to building and combining all the packs together, and like there is so much more to these packs than I ever really discover because I'm just not very patient, and I also don't do that much gameplay. So there's so much gameplay in all these packs that I'm just not even familiar with. So that is something that I really want to try to, you know, change, and I really want to focus on each pack. And I thought, what better way to do that than by playing a legacy challenge that actually focuses on all these different packs. And I'm pretty sure that the way Rosanna wrote this challenge takes you through the packs in basically in chronological order, like the order in which they came out, basically. So Gen 1 is going to focus on the Outdoor Retreat game pack, and that is what I actually built this lot for. Interestingly enough, I think if you play like the actual like hardcore version of the challenge, you're not supposed to mix and match packs for your builds either. That is something that I kind of let go of because I'm me and I just love decorating and building houses and mixing and matching packs. So that's what I kind of let go. Every time I play like a legacy challenge or like whatever challenge, I always like to bend the rules a little bit to have it be the most fun for me personally. And I think that's the whole, the whole deal about legacy challenges is that you have fun and that you kind of have like these rules to kind of look at and play by, but also change the rules, bend the rules, make it your own challenge, if you will. So that's definitely what I did for these builds as well. And yeah, so the sim for Gen 1, the heir of Gen 1, essentially is going to be focusing on the camping pack, outdoor retreat is what it's called. Oh my goodness, I always forget that name. But that is what that sim is going to be focusing on. And I have it open here on my second monitor, so I can quickly read you the backstory of Gen 1 as listed on Rosanna's Notion. Rosanna has an entire Notion website where she wrote out this entire challenge. I will obviously link that in the description box down below if that is something that you're interested in. But I will read the backstory quickly. So it says, the founder of your legacy challenge will be a hopeless romantic looking for the one to take on the journey of a lifetime. Your sim grew up in a fisher family, and to this date, it's still one of their favorite things to do. Next to fishing, your sim loves to read, and their perfect life is a simple house amidst nature where they can spend all their time exploring the land with their partner. However, there is one downside. The love of their life hates bugs and creepy crawlers. So for my challenge, the way I want to set it up is that these two sims, like the two lovers, have yet to meet. And that is where these two houses, these two rentals on one lot come in, because my sim, like the Gen 1 heir, is going to be living in this smaller house, the 1-bedroom house, the white and gray one. And then her partner, her potential or future partner, I really hope, like, I can plan all these things ahead, like I can set it all up and then watch the game do something terrible so that it's not going to work out that way. Like, that's just the whole thing of The Sims, you never know what's going to happen. But the way I have it planned for now is that my sim, the Gen 1 heir, lives in this smaller home, and then her future partner lives in the other home with her family. So she is, the sims are both young adults, and then the potential partner is going to live next door with her mom, and then I think a younger, like, teenage brother. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because their house actually did turn out to be a little bit bigger. So I actually have these sims made already. I just don't have the sim or like the second sim's family created. And also I actually created these families way before For Rent came out. That's how long I've been wanting to start this legacy challenge, but I just have not had the time or headspace to actually do it. So I'm so excited to finally get started on this. So now that For Rent is actually out, it's actually super nice for this challenge, because then I don't have to have my sim be roommates with her potential partner. They can just like live in separate rentals on the same lot, and that's how they're gonna end up meeting, and we can go over to her house and like meet her family, and that can be a whole like cutesy thing. So that's what I'm planning for these two houses, and then I can read you a little bit more. So the traits for the Gen 1 sim are going to be bookworm, romantic, and loves the outdoors. And then, of course, they're also going to be big on fishing, which is perfect because this lot has a little fishing spot literally right behind the houses. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to build the houses on this lot in Willow Creek. And so the Gen 1 sim's dream would be to eventually live in a house surrounded by nature, a little bit more secluded. So I think I want to make that happen at some point. This is probably not going to be their forever homes. They're young adults now, and they're probably at some point going to move, like once they actually have a solid relationship and they have been going camping a couple times, or maybe they'll end up getting married. I don't know what's going to happen. But then at some point they'll probably move to a smaller, or like a different kind of secluded kind of lot house, maybe in like Brindleton Bay, or like a different woodsy area. I think that would actually be perfect for them. So, but you never know what's going to happen, so we'll see. But at least I want to get started on this lot, and you can kind of see the landscaping coming together, and yeah, I'm just very excited to get started on this legacy challenge. And then my sim's partner is going to be squeamish, which is probably going to be a little bit problematic. Maybe they'll even end up being, or like having bad compatibility in the game, and then we're really going to have to like work on their relationship, really try to make it work. So I don't know, but maybe the partner's trait will at some point also change, because it says in the rules that of course you're going to have to go camping together in the outdoor retreat world, you know, like go camping, either camping in a tent or go like rent a cabin or something. But I really think I want to go the camping way, especially since I'm thinking that these people in the beginning, maybe they won't have that much money to spend, you know. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. They're going to have to go camping, and there's some other goals here too. So for the air, you're going to have to complete the angling ace aspiration, complete the outdoor enthusiast aspiration, date a sim with a squeamish trait. That's going to be really interesting. Take your sim and partner on a holiday to Granite Falls. So maybe they'll still be just friends when they first go camping, and then maybe when they're camping there will be like a romance spark. Yeah, like I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen or how it's going to happen, but I'm just very excited to see how this is going to play out. We're going to have to max out the herbalism skill, complete the fish and insects collection. Oh my goodness, that is going to be pretty difficult. The collections are pretty hard. Enter the secret lot in Granite Falls and befriend the hermit. Oh, that's going to be interesting. These things I like, I've never done that before, so it's going to be a whole new experience for me, all these rules. I love that so much. I'm also currently playing the Not So Berry challenge over on Twitch, and that got me really excited about these kinds of challenges. I've never really done it before. The only challenge I've done is the 100 baby challenge, and then I also did a short lifespan 10 generations legacy challenge here on YouTube, of course. But those things never really had any of those very like set goals or anything. For the 100 baby challenge, there is a set goal, like have 100 babies, but for the rest you can kind of fill it in. And with these little legacy challenges, it's really fun to have a lot of those like smaller goals, and that's what makes it very challenging in my opinion. And I'm very excited about that because, like I said, I haven't really done that before, and it's going to be a new experience for me, and it's just a lot of fun. And then for their career, it says here that they need to become a writer. You can pick which branch, and you do not have to complete this career. Okay, so it's not going to be focused on the writer career. Isn't there a fishing career as well in the base game? Maybe I want to switch the writer career out for the fishing career. Maybe not. Maybe that's a part-time job. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to go into the game and like kind of check it out. But the rules say that I'm going to have to pick the writer career, so I kind of also want to just do that. It could be a fun like second thing for them to be interested in, other than camping and being out in nature. Like they just really love to read and write as well, so I think that is actually pretty fun. But yeah, this first house that we are decorating is for the second family that I was talking about, so the potential partner's house and their family. So that is this one, and this one's slightly more on the spacious side of things. I was planning on having 3 Sims live here, so it's kind of nice. They each have their own bedrooms, there is a couple bathrooms, and for the rest it's just nice and spacious. And I really like how this one came out. I was trying to mind the budget, but I didn't really succeed because I was having too much fun making the places look very, like both places look very lived in and cluttered and cute. I do feel like for the second house, I actually did keep the decoration and like the clutter to a minimum, because I, of course, want especially the second house to be very much nice for like gameplay and like easily playable and stuff like that, since I am going to be actively using that one for the most part. We will also go over here, of course, and like visit, but we won't really be actively playing this household. So yeah, I don't know. I was just getting a little bit too carried away with the decorations and stuff in here. And then for the second one, I kept it to a minimum. I don't really want to cheat for money in the Legacy Challenge either, so that was one of the things I was trying to keep in mind. But also, I might just cheat for the furniture, because these houses are obviously going to be rentals. We won't buy the house, we are going to rent the house, but we will have to still pay and buy the furniture items in it. And I feel like that's going to be pretty expensive, but maybe we'll make it work on a starter budget. I'm not exactly sure, but if not, then maybe I just might move them in using the free real estate cheat, and then I'll just take away a little bit of money so that we'll at least like have to make money and like actually get a job to get by. But yeah, I want to start in a cute house, okay? I don't want to start in a sad, empty starter home. I just don't want to. So I just furnished these houses completely. And for the second family, I don't really mind. I was obviously imagining that maybe the mom is already retired, maybe the mom is still working, but then the young adult, the potential partner, she is going to have a job, and I feel like it's going to be something very separate or like different from my like the main character's interests. So maybe they're obviously squeamish. I gave them some other traits, but I'm not exactly remembering what. But I was thinking maybe they have like a job in social media. Maybe they are trying to become an influencer, or maybe they are like doing something fashion related. I have yet to go through and like give them a job and set them up properly, but that's kind of what I was thinking along those lines. And then for my air sim, obviously they're going to be a writer and they're going to be into fishing, which is something that the second character is definitely not into, at least not in the beginning. Like I said, maybe it'll change. Maybe they'll actually get familiar with their own, like, loves the outdoor side of things. I don't know, maybe they're also actually kind of into nature, but they just didn't know it yet. That is definitely possible as well. But yeah, here I'm completely talking over the entire interior for the first house. But the first bedroom that we did was for the parent, which I was thinking a mom. So the mom sleeps downstairs. And then here on the second floor, we have 2 more bedrooms. This pink bedroom is actually really, really big. And I could have given them an ensuite, but I didn't really want to do that because we already have 2 bathrooms and a third one was just a little bit too much in my opinion. So I decided to give them a nice walk-in closet space, which I thought was actually pretty cute. So yeah, their pink bedroom is pretty spacious. It's very girly, which I feel like is also pretty different from the main character's like taste, and their bedroom is definitely different. So you'll see that in a little bit as well. But yeah, I tried to make this one very pink and girly, and I think I furnished this a little while ago, but I think I actually furnished this one with like an interest in fashion in mind, like beauty and fashion. They have their little dresser here with a beautiful mirror and like a hair dryer and other like makeup things, which I thought was really cute. I actually really like how this bedroom came together. It is pretty simple furniture and decor wise, but I don't know, I just really like how this one came together. They have that nice flowery chair in the corner. I'm always so happy whenever I get a chance to use that flowery chair from Cottage Living because I don't really get to use it very often, but I think it's very pretty. And in this bedroom, it is definitely very perfect. And I use these shelves here against the wall as well, those shelves from the Modern Luxe kit, which I think are really, really cool as well. I don't really get to use those very often either, and they really worked out in this bedroom, so that is nice. And then they have their walk-in closet over here. I actually closed off 2 tiles here so that I was able to put in a built-in wardrobe from Get Together. And then I just placed a large mirror with some lights next to it and a little ottoman in the corner as well. So it's very simply decorated. But yeah, nice and girly and pink, and I just really like how it all came out. But let me know, are you excited to see another legacy challenge or just gameplay series from me? I know that some people have definitely been asking about it ever since I finished my short lifespan legacy challenge a long time ago. Well, a long time ago is a little bit dramatic, but I definitely finished it a while back. And I have been meaning to start this. Like I said, I actually have these Sims all finished and set, well, not all set up, but like finished and ready to go basically since way before For Rent actually came out. But I don't know why. I've been so busy and so tired as well. Like I just wasn't really in the right headspace, and I literally didn't have enough time on my hands to actually start doing another, like commit to weekly recordings of a new gameplay challenge, but now I feel like I'm ready for that, and I'm super excited about it as well. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, I guess I want to say I'm sorry for not doing it sooner, because I know there's definitely some people that have been waiting for that. Like I said, I've been meaning to, but I just wasn't able to. But now I am, and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, here these people have their little back porch and this shared like terrace space, and there is some more shared space out here as well that I will be decorating in a second here after we have finished the second house here. So this is the second house. What I like about this lot in Willow Creek is that it's on a corner, so I was able to actually build these houses facing away from each other, if that makes sense. So one of the lots is facing, or one of the houses is facing the side of the lot, while the other one is facing the front, like what is considered the front of the lot when you look at it from like a gallery thumbnail perspective. So I thought that was really interesting, and something that I haven't really done before since For Rent came out, and since we got the rental lot type, like the residential rental lot type. So yeah, this is actually something that worked out pretty nicely, especially on this lot, I feel like. And I do feel like you could very easily go through and make these two houses actual little starter homes, and I feel like that would be a lot of fun. It just looks really good on this lot in Willow Creek, and it just makes sense to have two houses here, because this little neighborhood in Willow Creek actually has mostly starter houses and just like smaller homes for not extremely wealthy Sims, and then there's just this one bigger lot. So I feel like it just makes sense to have two houses here so that it actually kind of blends in with the neighborhood a little bit better. I don't know, I just really like that. But here we are getting started on the second house. The second house also has a nice walk-in area, like a nice hallway space, and then an archway off into the kitchen, and then also an archway into this living room space. So the floor plans for these houses are actually pretty closed off, which I really like for some reason. I don't know why, but in real life, I want everything to be open and spacious and like open floor plan. That's kind of my dream, like living kitchen kind of a situation. But in The Sims, it just, especially when you're making houses that aren't supposed to be super modern, but more just like basic or regular or not super expensive, and then I just really enjoy creating more closed off floor plans. It just makes it look a little bit more cozy and a little bit more interesting, I guess. I don't really know what it is about that, but I just really enjoy that. And I was also imagining these houses to be not super new. You know, they're probably pretty old houses. Maybe they have been renovated over time. But even then, like, I feel like the kitchens in these places aren't super modern. I did modernize the one for the first home a little bit. I used Parenthood counters in both kitchens, but for the first one, I actually went through and placed appliances from the Home Chef Hustle pack, which is definitely a lot more modern. So they got their appliances upgraded, but this Sim living in this house didn't do that, for example. So yeah, I feel like these houses aren't super new. And then also, I really like the color combinations in this kitchen, which, like I said, again, it doesn't look super modern, especially those green tiles for the wallpaper, but it matches the tile on the floor so nicely. There's these little green dots in the middle of those tiles, as you can see, and that green color matches this wallpaper perfectly. I was so excited when I saw that, and it just looks so cool. And I love this green color combined with the orangey brown for the countertops, which, again, not super modern or anything, but I just really like how it looks, and it just looks cozy and realistic. So that is something that I actually really liked about this kitchen. I don't think I've used this combination of tiles before, but I definitely want to do it again. I love green. I'm a little bit biased. Green is my favorite color, and I can totally understand if there's people out there that really do not enjoy this color scheme that I have going on in the kitchen, but I really like it. Green is my favorite color, like I said, so I'm a little biased, you know, but I feel like it just works. And then here in this kitchen, I had a little bit of space, not too much, like I couldn't really fit in an entire dining table here, but I just placed a little table without any chairs for some extra clutter and to make it just look a little bit more realistic and a little bit more messy. And then here for the downstairs bathroom, this is the biggest bathroom in the house, which is why I placed a shower tub combo in here. And then originally, when I was doing the floor plan, I had decided on just doing a half bathroom upstairs. But then I decided, you know what, I could just use one of the walk-in showers and make it a full bathroom anyway. So that's what I ended up doing upstairs. But I feel like there's just one Sim going to be living here in this house. Maybe at some point, maybe they'll get a roommate or something. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do because it's a pretty big home for just one sim, you know? So maybe they'll like get a roommate to split the rent and add some interest to like the storyline of it all. So that could be cool. I don't actually know if you can get a roommate when you're renting the space, but maybe you can. That is something I'll have to like figure out once I get started on this gameplay. But this is their bedroom. Their bedroom is very blue and brown, and I didn't want it to look too luxurious, so that's kind of what I tried to do. They just have some random furniture thrown together in this room is basically what I was thinking, but I still feel like it looks very cozy. I like the blue and brown together. And then here we have the second bedroom, which they don't really need because, like I said, they're going to be living alone or they'll get a roommate. But I decided to turn this into mostly an office, and then I actually ended up placing a single bed in here because maybe they'll get a roommate or maybe they'll have family stay over or something like that. I just at least wanted there to be an option for more Sims living here or at least sleeping here. So that's what I did. I felt like that would be nice. And then here, I really enjoyed this little detail of the fishing rod and the fishing pictures on the wall because this sim is going to come from a fisher family, and I don't know what happened to their family. Maybe they live very far away, or maybe something tragic happened where they lost their parents or something. But they have a couple pictures there on the wall. I was imagining one of the Sims holding up a fish in like that little collage was their dad. I don't know. It's kind of sad, but also really cute. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I really enjoyed placing that little decoration on the wall. But here we have the outdoor area, which is mostly shared, especially or apart from the back porches. Those aren't shared, but the terrace areas, like the little tiled areas here, are shared. So I placed a grill and a picnic table, and then there's also this seating area over here, which I thought would be nice. A little spot for the neighbors to come together, you know, I thought that was cute. And then we also have some outdoor bins, and I placed some bicycles and some lounge chairs and some planters for some like skill building items and things, of course. But then that's basically going to be it. So let's jump in the game and I'll show you the houses in real time. So here we have the houses in the game. I just have my made over version of Penny Pizzazz here for as the playtester sim. I am not revealing the Sims for the Let's Play just yet. I'll do that in the first episode, of course. But yeah, here we have the houses on one lot. So as you can see, they have a little shared area over here where they can hang out. They have their shared mailboxes over here, which I thought would be a cute detail so that maybe, you know, the Sims will first meet when they're getting the mail at the same time, and that's where they'll start flirting with each other, you know, like that sort of a thing. I thought that would be cute. And then for the rest, the seating area, a couple of loungers here, and then through here is a picnic bench. There's also a grill here and some planter boxes. I basically wanted there to be reasons for my neighbors to show up and hang out in the yard. So maybe I'll actually go through and add like a piece of fitness equipment or something like that so that I'll see just like my neighbors around using the stuff. I think that would be really cute. But here we have the first house. So there is a small front porch over here, and then you basically just walk straight into their living room space. Little entryway over here, of course. There is a little office here around the corner, which I thought was a nice and cute little setup. There's a bookcase back there, and then a seating area, of course, which is nice and simple. Definitely place some clutter items, of course. I really like the wallpaper in here. It's such a pretty color. And then through this archway over here is the kitchen and dining. It's a pretty spacious kitchen. I like the gray kitchen counters for this one. They probably like repainted those, and maybe they got their countertops redone because they didn't like the orange. Maybe they used to have like that same orangey counter in here, but they just kind of like renovated that or something. But yeah, they have some more modern appliances. Back here is the dining area, and then there is a bathroom off of the kitchen here. So this is the downstairs full bathroom. Really simple, but you know, it's nice and functional. And then over here is mom's room. I love the lighting in here this time of day. That is really dreamy. I kept this room really simple, not too cluttered, but definitely everything you need. Then upstairs, there's a tiny little landing, and then this is the nicest bedroom of them all. So this is where the young adult sim is staying. I don't know why the mom didn't get the nicest room, probably because this one's upstairs and maybe the elderly sim wants to stay downstairs or something like that. And this sim is also into fashion, so they need a lot of space for their clothes. It would actually fit Penny Pizzazz pretty well. So they have a nice walk-in wardrobe over here and their nice pink and girly bedroom, which I really like. Then there is another bedroom over here, and as you can probably tell by how it's decorated, I wasn't quite sure who this was going to be for. And I do think that maybe they'll have like a teenage brother or sister that stays in this room, and then maybe I'll go through and add some more decorations to it. And then there is a even bigger bathroom over here. This one's actually pretty spacious. I forgot about this one. And then over here is the second house, which is a lot smaller, but I do think that I actually like how this one turned out a little bit better. I don't know why. There's a small entryway space over here with just your regular entryway knickknacks, and then this archway over here leads you into the kitchen. A color scheme that probably not everyone's going to enjoy, but I really like it. There's some clutter in the corner here and an additional little table for some extra decorations. And then over here is the living and dining. I actually used that same chair in here, and I think I also used the same dining chairs, but you know, I was imagining these units probably come furnished, so it makes sense that there is some overlapping furniture. But yeah, there is a seating area over here. I placed some blue pillows to add a little bit of color, and then there is a dining table back here with these little fish thingies on the wall, which I thought would make so much sense for this sim. They have their bookcase over here and a sliding door onto their small back porch. And then off of the dining area here is the downstairs bathroom, which is the biggest bathroom of the house. Just your standard little 6-tile bathroom. Then upstairs we have the tiniest landing and this half bathroom that I actually turned into a full bathroom by placing a walk-in shower. The I guess main bedroom over here with a double bed. It's not the nicest room, as in the furniture is not like the greatest, but I do feel like it's realistic and kind of cute. And then over here is the guest bedroom slash office. So there is a desk in here with a laptop and a slightly cheaper bed for whenever there's guests and another dresser as well. But yeah, that is basically it for these houses. So I called this one 2 homes on 1 lot, and it is up on the gallery. I built it on a 30 by 20 in the world of Willow Creek, and I uploaded it as a residential rental with 2 units total. So yeah, if you want to place it in your game, then it is up on the gallery. And like I said, there is also an unfurnished version of this one, which I actually called 2 starters on 1 lot. I forgot about that one. But yeah, this is the unfurnished version. It looks like it is not up on the gallery anymore. For some reason, I feel like the gallery randomly just takes things down. But this is the unfurnished version. It does have the floor plans done, however. So if you want to just grab these and decorate them yourself, then you can do that as well. But that's gonna do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download this build off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Instagram, Threads, and on TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you'd like to get notified of every time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!